Ladies and gentlemen, referee Howard Foster has to call an end to the contest. He reached the count of 10. It's a knockout victory at 1 minute, 47 seconds, round number 11. The winner and new IBF welterweight champion of the world, still undefeated, Errol the Truth Spence Jr.
Hey, we got him right here, ladies and gentlemen. The IBF welterweight champion of the world, Errol the Truth Spence Jr. Can't believe I got him right here in my seat, Tracy G.
My goodness, like 5 inches away from you.
Yeah, man. Let me see your range, man. Let me see you put out there. Boom.
Woo!
Oh, yeah. This dude's knocking dudes out easily. Welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you, man. Appreciate being here.
Oh, man, to have you here is, I've had all the greats here, man, and I guess you're one of the greats now. I've had Mayweather, I had Mickey Ward here. I've had them all.
Pacquiao?
Pacquiao's been. When I say Pacquiao, does that make you nervous, or how does that?
Oh, nah, that's somebody I want too. He has a belt. He's a Hall of Famer, so that's definitely somebody I want to put on my resume.
Well, I think a lot of folks thought the same thing that Kell Brook thought going into this fight. We've hearing the rumors in the gym, this guy gave Mayweather a black eye in a sparring session. You say you never saw that black eye, right?
Nah, I never seen that black eye.
Do you remember hitting him hard, though?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember hitting him hard.
Did he react like did he make a noise?
Floyd's too experienced for that. Floyd, you can hurt him or hit him hard, and he's going to have the same facial expression that he had, before he got in the ring.
Yeah.
He's not going to show his hand at all.
What did you learn sparring with Floyd? Like, how fast is he?
It's not even his speed. It's just his quickness.
Mm-hmm.
He got a fast twitch.
Mm-hmm.
His muscles, like his reaction time is just as soon as you do something, like he's like a cat, like he jumping on it. You do something wrong, he's picking it up like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like his reaction time is just crazy.
Yeah.
So that's what I learned, and his patience. His patience is crazy too. That's why I'm patient in the ring because I watch Floyd and I spar with him and just see his patience and how he just calculate things. You see his mind just working just nonstop, just trying to figure it out, just processing everything like a computer.
Wow, damn. Errol Spence Jr. is here. Let me ask you this. People say Floyd don't have a lot of power. I know he's always had hand issues, and so therefore he doesn't really sit on the punches. But that tactic has helped him become as great as he is today, to hit and not get hit. But being hit by Floyd in sparring, do you feel it?
You feel a little bit. I mean, Floyd, he's strong. He's physically strong. That's why you don't see a lot of guys pushing him around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, in the ring. And sometimes he's backing him up. Like, even in a Madonna fight, like, he started backing Madonna up. So, Floyd, when he's sitting on his punches, he has some pop. But he doesn't really try to hit hard because I guess, his hands and, he don't want to break them or something like that. They're real brittle. But, he does have some pop.
He does have some pop. I know you sparred with Broner as well. We've seen the stories. Was it easier sparring with Broner than it was Floyd?
Mental wise, it was hard to spar with Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
But with Broner, it was more of us just going at it.
Yeah.
Broner's not a guy that just move around the ring. Broner guy just gonna sit there in the pocket and we just gonna go at it. But with Floyd, mentally it was kind of just exhausting because it's like a chess match.
Yeah.
Like high speed chess match, like you trying to figure each other out. Or Adrian, just like we just in the ring, just going at it.
Like barbarians, y'all. Just so who get hit the hardest? Who get hit the hardest? Sean Porter's dad said that Adrian cried when he sparred with you.
Oh, wow.
On this show, he said that.
I don't know. I didn't see that.
Okay, no. Okay, all right. Okay, I just want clarity. So, Kell Brook. Stop! I mean, he said that. Sean Porter's dad said, okay, they've all been on the show. Kell Brook thought you were stepping into it too early. You said your fight with him was a B-. Wasn't your best.
It wasn't my best.
Why not?
I've been off for 10 months. Waiting on him, waiting on the fight with him, just being patient. And I just felt like I was off a little bit. I feel like my timing was off, and everything was in there. It was a little ring rust in there. So I gave myself a B- because I feel like even when I watched the fight, I felt like I could have made it a lot easier than, what it was. Or I could have stopped him earlier.
Did you have balance issues? Just was you reaching a lot or what?
Yeah, that too. Like I was, in the earlier get going, I was reaching a lot and just my timing was off. Some stuff that, either I would have caught or, I would have capitalized on. It took me, later in the round to do that. So I feel like if we would have fought probably like, 4 months after my last fight or something like that, it would have been a lot easier.
I thought because of the way Kell Brook fought Porter and the way he fought Triple G, like many would argue that, this dude was exposing Triple G until Triple G put them claws on him, right? And he could withstand the pressure. I thought it would be a harder fight for you, but was it the hardest fight you've had to this date?
I say it's probably the hardest fight I had to this date. Because just being in the atmosphere, 27,000 plus, Kell Brook fans, that can be, mentally demanding on your mind, and you just blocking that out. And Kell Brook, he's a big, strong, physical fighter.
Yeah.
And wrestling with him a couple of times in there, that plays a big factor too. But Kell Brook's good. He's a guy who can fight. He showed a lot of heart, and he didn't want to give up, and I had to break his will.
You had to break his will,
Wow.
and that's exactly what happened because you were nonstop.
Yep.
You just kept forcing the pacing. You kept pushing him back. Even your defense, you were just taking all his punches. Did he crack you once though? Did you feel his power at least once?
He hit me, but it wasn't nothing like. Before the fight, they were just saying like how he's just a monster puncher, and he was gonna, if he hit me, he was gonna knock me out. And then when he hit me, I'm like, he was strong, but it wasn't really no snapping power to it. So I felt it, but it wasn't nothing that was just like, oh man, if I get hit by him again, I'm gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
So.
Damn, shit, he just minimized Kell Brook. He only had one loss on his record. The dude is strong. You just minimized and you just dismissed this whole. What do you, Tracy?
Well, you know what? So I need to know who then hit you the hardest. Like, what has been your experience of feeling true pain in the ring?
I've been hitting. Tell you true, I've been hitting harder in sparring than in the fight.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Well then.
All right.
I don't know if it's the adrenaline or whatever, but just sometimes just I don't know. I just can't just feel it like that.
Can't even feel the punches. That's so much for Kell Brook.
That's right.
We're gonna talk about what's next, but how does it feel being the IBF welterweight champion?
It feels great. Tell you the truth, it still hasn't hit me yet.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't had that moment where I'm in the shower and then I just break down crying or something like that. But
well, I guess you ain't gonna feel it after what you just said.
You don't feel nothing, bro. You're just numb.
Superpower.
Now, it hasn't really hit me yet, but this is a lifelong dream of mine. And I think the main reason it probably hasn't hit me yet because, I still have so much I want to do.
Yeah.
Like, I want to I want to unify the division. I want to be, the undisputed welterweight champion of the world. That's always been, it's been my dream to win a world title, but my main dream is to be, that guy, the undisputed welterweight champion. Like when Roy Jones, you see them pictures, Roy Jones had all the belts. Yeah. Like Zab Zuda had all the belts, when he was undisputed. That's something I want to do. So I feel like that's why it really hasn't sunk in yet because, it's still Keith Thurman out there. That's somebody that I would want to fight. He has 2 of the belts.
Yeah.
So
and Pacquiao has another one.
Yeah, and Pacquiao has another one too. So, it's still work to be done out there.
There's still work to be done. Errol Spence Jr. is here. I'm gonna open up the phone lines. You want to talk to him? 888-742-3345. It's one of his favorite artists. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. The champ is here. We get all the champs here. Sway in the morning. Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Errol Spence Jr. here. Errol, the truth, Spence Jr. Where you get your name from? Who deems these nicknames?
Mine came from the amateurs. It was an announcer, and he called me to the ring. He said, Earl the Truth Spence. And then it was a heckler in the crowd. So it was a time when the Golden Gloves was going on. That's a 5-day tournament. And the heckler came to all the fights when I was fighting, and after I get out the ring, he's just yelling the truth, the truth, the truth. Kept calling me the truth. So after that, I just ran with it.
The truth.
I'm into it.
You like that?
Yeah.
You think it's sexy just from a female perspective? Because boxers attract a lot of females.
Right. Well, that's actually where I was going. So thank you for tossing that my way, Callaway. But so obviously we know in the ring you can defend yourself, but outside of the ring, how do you defend yourself against groupies? What is that like? Because as a boxer, you kind of have superhuman, hyper-masculine qualities, and a lot of women will light the hell up at the sight of that. What is that like?
I mean, you just got to be smart. You got to know it's a lot of, vultures and a lot of girls out here that, not really for you and just want you because you're a spotlight or who you are and you got some money and some fame. That attracts, women.
Right.
But, it's a lot of, male groupies just aggressive as women.
Say word.
Yeah.
Give me an example. How do they approach you?
Like even when I be in the club, like dudes, like just be like, they want to be around you. They want to be with you. They want to
pop the bottles.
Yeah, pop the bottles. Like you go to the club and, it'd be about 6-7 dudes in your section that you probably ain't seen in probably 10 years, but they in your section. They want to hang with you. Because it's the spotlight. Spotlight bring women, so they want to be there, and they want to be affiliated with you. So, so women can get them play.
They give them play. Where you from originally?
I was born in Long Island, New York.
Oh, you from Long Island? You from Strong Island?
Oh, shit.
Man, can you name just 2 rappers from there? You need to get that together.
Hold on.
You got some legends from there, man.
Ain't LL from
Queens. Nah, keep going, man. Farmers Boulevard. You is in the ain't LL. You been that focused?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I don't know. Ain't EPMD, Public Enemy.
Well, I know Buddy McGirt from Long Island. So.
The boxer. Okay, Buddy McGirt from Long Island. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you grew up in Long Island, right?
Nah, I was just born in Long Island.
Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Dallas.
In Dallas. So
Yep.
born and raised in Dallas.
Yep.
Well, raised in Dallas. You went to school in Dallas.
Yep.
Okay, name 2 Texas rappers.
Oh man, Pimp C.
There you go.
RIP.
Okay, that's good, man. Okay, that's good enough, man. Pimp C makes up 5 of them. So your social life, like you're a young champion,
Yeah.
and I know it takes a lot of work. Boxers, training regimen are unlike any other, but socially, like, do you get a chance to go out on dates? Do you?
Well, I have a girlfriend.
Oh, you gotta go. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay,
Attaboy.
good. How long y'all been together?
For probably about 3-4 years now.
3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Does she get used to seeing you get hit?
Right.
Like, I don't understand why people have their kids in the front row when they getting hit and punched and beat up in some
I
cases.
mean, my daughter be in the front row.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does she get
Well, she don't. I mean, I don't think she know what's going on because she on a year and a half now. But
Okay, yeah.
she go to the gym and everything like that. But nah, she don't. She don't get used to me getting hit.
She don't, yeah, right? That's, yeah. How do you explain? Like, I've seen people get beat down in front of their family. Like Cotto. I seen Cotto take such a beating one time. They just got to get over that? Like,
I mean, they got to know that's the job. I mean, it brings food to the table. Give you nice shoes.
But has anyone gotten to the point where they wanted you to leave the boxing scene?
No.
Oh.
I mean, if I wasn't boxing, I don't know what I'd be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I got a couple more questions. I'm going to just fire them off. Who in the ideal situation, we've been reading all these articles about Keith Thurman and you matching up. And most of these articles believe that the ones that we've read so far. Like, read a headline right now, DJ Wonder.
Well, this is the headline. It says, Keith Thurman will beat Errol Spence, no doubt. And he says that you use your high guard to defend, you shield your head to neutralize the shots of your opponents, and he can penetrate that. And he hasn't shown his full potential yet in the ring.
they said Keith Thurman hasn't shown his full potential?
Yes.
Yeah.
When he gonna show it? Dude been a professional for probably like 10 years now.
Yeah.
I think, I can be. I know I can beat Keith Thurman.
Uh-huh.
I feel like, physically, he's not as strong as Kell Brook. I feel like, Keith Thurman is small. He's about 5'8", 5'7". I feel like we have the same speed. I feel like I'm in better shape than him. just all around, I feel like I'm a better fighter than Keith Thurman. He does have power, but I have power too.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like everything's in my favor in that fight. So I just feel like I beat him.
Sean Porter, to me, gave him his hardest fight to date.
Yeah.
What did Sean Porter expose about Keith Thurman, in your opinion?
In the earlier rounds, Sean Porter was winning the battle of the jabs. Sean Porter was fighting good on the outside in the first, I say about 4 rounds, and then Sean Porter basically regressed and went back to what he usually do with his kind of brawling style, and I feel like that's what hindered him. But he showed that he can use a jab, and the jab works. And Sean Porter's a shorter fighter than Keith Thurman. He was hitting him with the jab and the 1-2. From the outside. So I feel like, he exposed him a little bit, but Keith Thurman showed, that he can fight through adversity and he has grit.
What about Garcia when he fought Garcia? What did you see in that fight that you could capitalize on?
With Garcia, I see he faded. Just like what he did with Robert Guerrero, he faded in the later rounds and started moving around the ring. In the first half, he was doing great. I didn't think, he was going to come out at Danny Garcia like he did in the first 3 rounds. But he did. But in the later round, he just got. I guess he got tired and he started running around the ring, moving around the ring. He really didn't fight the 4 or 5. Later 4 or 5 last rounds, and I feel like Daddy should have picked up the pace, but he just didn't.
He didn't do it. Can you knock him out? You think you will knock him out, Keith Thurman?
Yeah, I can knock him out. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I hit him, with Keith Thurman, with Keith Thurman, he's been knocked out in the amateurs before. I never been knocked out in the amateurs or dropped in the amateurs. He's been dropped and knocked out in the amateurs. And, everybody knows that. So he can't be knocked out. That's something that's been proven. So
if you could predict which punch would knock him out, which one you think is most likely to knock him out?
Either or, man. Either or, man.
You got options.
You got options? All right. Why do people discount Manny Pacquiao? I don't understand it. I still think he's a terrific. I know he's not who he was 10 years ago, but people make it seem like, I even heard you say, man, he's not the same fighter he once was. He's a Hall of Famer. I do want to have him in there. But why do people discount him? Why did, what was the fight? Was it the Mayweather fight? He was fighting Mayweather. Like, what was it?
Me personally, I don't know why people discount him. Because
Yeah.
I feel like, Manny Pacquiao's still a top, 3 fighter in the welterweight division.
Mm-hmm.
Even if he's not the same fighter he is, he's still, a fantastic fighter. He's quick, he's fast, he can punch, he's explosive, he's awkward. So, I feel like Manny Pacquiao can beat, 95% of these welterweights out here.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why they discount him. They just saying, I guess he's old and they saying he need to retire. But, I just feel like, he's still a great fighter to me.
He's still a great fighter to you. Who will it be next? Will it be Manny Pacquiao? Will it be Keith Thurman?
Well, right now Keith Thurman's injured. He's just had elbow surgery or something like that, so he's out for like 6-7 months. So it won't be Keith Thurman. Manny Pacquiao's finna fight right now.
He's fighting not a bum, but he's fighting. Why is he fighting this person he's fighting? Like, I don't even know the person's name. Anybody know the name?
Damn
Jeff Horn.
person.
Yeah, nothing against him, but why? Does that seem like a waste of time?
It does seem like a waste of time, but it's big in Australia. Like, he's a big name in Australia. And
Okay.
I guess it's supposed to, the stadium that they fighting at, it's supposed to hold like 30,000 or something like that. So it's a money fight, and I guess Jeff Horn was like next in line or something like that.
Okay,
So,
no disrespect to Jeff Horn,
yeah.
But people want to see Manny Pacquiao fight you, or Keith Thurman,
yeah,
or even a Broner.
yeah.
People want to see that action. Bradley, Amir Khan, God bless him. I'm a big fan of Amir Khan, but that ain't who people want to see him fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want to see him fight you. I want to see him fight you.
It's going. Hopefully, it will happen.
Yeah.
I don't really know because we, it's different. It's different sides.
Yeah.
He's on the other side of the pond. I'm on this side. So I don't know, but hopefully it happen. But you'll see me fight soon. Hopefully, I'll fight in September. Fighting in Dallas or something like that.
Okay.
So
Anybody in mind?
Not as of now. I have talked to my manager and team.
All right. Danny Garcia's out there.
Oh yeah.
That'll bring a lot of money, I think. Danny's a tough fighter.
Yeah, we can get that too.
We can get that too? Okay,
yeah.
Cool. All right, we got a bunch of callers on the line. Errol
Nice.
Spence, Errol the Truth Spence Jr. is here. the IBF welterweight champion. We got Rich on the line. Rich, what's up? He's in Florida. Rich, what up?
Yo, Rich.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, Sway. Yeah, Errol, I'm a big fan of yours, man. I used to box, just to train at Dundee's gym in Miami Beach. So I'm a big fan of your fighting style. You know, your fundamentals are great. You're a very smart fighter. You're very fit. With Keith Thurman, you kind of touched on, he's not as good as you as far as his fitness. In that fight, like, he takes weird angles. What would you do to kind of counteract his power punches?
With that, I step off to the side, use my ankles, don't come down a straight line so he can't time me. And basically, I'll be patient. I'll wait for him to, throw one of his wide shots and catch and shoot, basically.
All right. Great question, Richard. You see, we got real boxing fans to call up. You know what I mean? They got real questions. You're a citizen, man.
I'm swaying him on it.
All right. We got go to Chicago. Joe, what up, Joe?
Yo.
What's happening, man? First time caller, long time listener, man. I love your show, Sway.
Thank you, man.
Good talking with you, Tramp. Just had one particular question. I've been watching boxing for quite some time. If you initially had to go back in time to fight any of the past champions in their prime, who would it be? Your style kind of reminds me of Hitman Hearns, as far as explosiveness and everything like that. I'll just sit back and listen to your answer, champ.
That's a hard one. It'd probably be Terry Norris. That's one of my favorite fighters. Ooh. Or if not Terry Norris, then I would say Terry Norris, man. Yeah, most likely Terry Norris.
Terry Norris, man, that's a tough guy. You going straight to the. Yeah, you think you can handle that, man?
That's my guy. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
No Ray Leonard, no Hagler, no.
I mean, I would like to fight Ray. Hagler probably. I had to move up the weight to fight Hagler.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Hey, Joe, thanks for your question. We got Jason from Atlanta on the line. Go ahead, Jay.
Jason, what up?
Earl, what's going on, man? Real good to speak with you. Sway, you too.
Thank you.
Hey, don't really have a question too much. It's just a comment, man. You just look spectacular in that ring last weekend, man. And big ups to you for putting on one of the greatest fights of the year thus far. Going in that environment, watching you overcome, because those first 6 rounds looked real tough for you. You know what I'm saying? But the way you was able to grit it out, come back, stay consistent, stay on your game, and then even afterwards, once you got that belt, you look so humble in that ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look like you supposed to be there. And that's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Boxing is very inspirational to me. You guys go in deep. I mean, everything can be pretty much summarized in the ring. You know what I'm saying? As far as a person's will and heart. You know what I'm saying? You can't call timeout. Can't pass the ball. You know what I'm saying? It shows a lot of character. Just want to shout you out. You dope, man.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that. It means a lot.
Yeah, you did do a lot of adjustment. After the fight, do the fighters ever really say, "Hey, man," like in the locker room or on the way to the hospital or whatever the case may be?
Hospital.
Did y'all talk at all?
I mean, after the fight, I walked up to him and we hugged and we said a few words. And when I fight a opponent, it's nothing but respect. After the fight. Before the fight, I'm, kind of angry because I got to train and lose weight and not eat, stuff like that. So I'm angry at my opponent. But after the fight, it's nothing but love and respect because, he gave me, at the end of the day, Kell Brook gave me an opportunity. He didn't have to fight me. He could have moved up in weight and, fought somebody else. And, I wanted to fight him because I want to take the title from the champion. And he gave me the opportunity. So I told him that and hugged him and just told him, I respect him. And, he'll come back and, he'll do his thing. But,
He didn't say, "Thanks, asshole, for taking my title." He didn't say nothing like that? No.
Oh, nah.
No, okay.
He was respectful, too. He said, you did your thing, man. You're a great champion and stuff like that. So it's nothing but, after the fight, it's nothing but respect. You have to respect somebody, you fought.
Yeah.
And I feel like, even when you're a little kid, you fight your friends, y'all become, best friends after that.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just a certain level of respect you get from, throwing hands with somebody.
That's real. Earl the Truth, Spence Jr., man. Real quick, your prediction, Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather.
You really gonna ask that? I don't think that's a question.
I mean, we gotta make it a question, man. Otherwise, nobody gonna watch the fight. I mean, okay, let me give you a little unprofessional offshoot theory. Then, Maidana was a tough fight both times for Floyd Mayweather. Not because he can outbox him, not because he was fast or anything like that. He just crowded him and tried to bully him.
But Madonna had 30-something fights.
Yeah.
Pro fights. He went 12 rounds before. Conor McGregor had 0 boxing experience. His whole thing is kicking and throwing elbows and, tackling people and stuff like that. Like, he's in the ring with the, arguably the greatest, boxer of all times. And, guys who done boxed since they was 5 years old couldn't beat this guy.
Yeah.
So he's saying a guy from MMA who just started practicing boxing 8 months ago can beat him in a 12-round fight. Nah, I don't see it at all.
You don't see that at all?
Nah.
What if he catch him in the corner and then able to throw something,
I mean, I don't see it. Madonna caught him in the corner. A lot of fighters didn't caught this man in the corner.
But McGregor's huge, though, man.
He's not that big. McGregor's probably like 5'7".
I say he's 5'9", ain't he?
5'9"?
Yeah.
That's big.
All right, so okay, ain't no convincing you. Hey, man, champ. Honor to have you on the show, man.
Thank you.
Respect, and it's been a joy to watch your career before the world even knew who you are. I've been watching you develop as a fighter, man. I'm looking forward to seeing the next fights.
Thank you. Appreciate the support, man.
Absolutely, man. Just me and y'all got to bring them back each fight. We good with that? Okay, good. There it is. Errol, the Truth, Spence Jr. We're going to come back with a little bit of Celebrity Wire. Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5. This should be your walking out music. Beanie Siegel. It's called The Truth. Ooh, I just did that for y'all. Sway in the Morning.
It's Sway in the Morning, only on Shade 45.